Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are on this sensational planet we humans call Earth, I hope you are having a thought-provoking day, evening, or night, wherever you're located. Welcome to my Blender channel, where I primarily talk about Blender topics. But hey, if you're curious about Blender, stay tuned. I'm just going to be giving a simple, quick tip for those who may be using Blender particle system. Yes, I know a lot of people use geometry. I know when I use the geometry particles, but I don't use them that much. I did some study on it. But I'm going to get used to geometry. But for now, I use those particles because they still have their uses. Particles still have their uses and their benefits. So I'm going to give a tip on particles. Let me set up the particles and I'm going to show you what the tip is. Alright, so. Well, for those who may not have a low tolerance, who might not be patient, my tip is I'm going to be showing you how to get your artifact to be on that emitter. I'm going to show you. In its normal state, when you emit, in my case, that chair right here, when I emit that chair, and you see the red chair in the background, it will not show up on my red chair. It will not show up on, well, it will not be in the position where I want on that emitter. And it's a reason why. I'm going to show you the reason why right now. Let me get my little marker. The reason why it will not be an emitter because of this point right here. You can call it the center of gravity, you know, the center of the mass, whatever. But that is what is stopping your figure from being placed comfortably on the emitter. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to jump right in. So, what happened? Oh, there's my black floor. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of all this stuff first. We don't need this annotate stuff anymore. I'll put it back on that. So there's my chair. And I'm using a black floor because this black floor will definitely illustrate my point. So first, we go to particles. Start a new particle. I'll leave it on emitter. I'll just put it on 10. Or maybe 5 because it's a small object. Well, I'll put it on. I'll leave it to 100 because I'm going to adjust the size. Okay. I want my start frame and end frame to be the same so it will appear. Let me see if anything appear. Oops. So I got the wrong figure. I want the plane to be the emitter. So click right there. I want to say I just want to put 100 on here. Starting in frame 1. Let me see if anything appear. Okay, there they go. You see them. And my lifetime, I'll make that 200. So let me see if it's working right. Start it again. Yes, we see my figures appearing. And I want to change my velocity to 0. Come all the way down to field weights. Change my gravity to 0 because I don't want it to move anywhere. Now, before I put the chair there, let's see what happens now. Okay, there those the halo things, so it's working right. Now I can go to render for the new people where it says render as, choose object. Since I only have one here, I only have the chair, I know what I want, so I can click on the eyedropper. Or for the new people, you can select it from the drop down menu. But I'll do the eyedropper because I like doing that. The eyedropper, click on the eyedropper, and it's saying object chair. That's it. Alright. See, it's tiny, so I want to increase my size. I say 1/10. I say 0.5. Okay, that's good. Well, 3/10. Okay, that's good. As you can see right here, right where the center of mass at, that's the part that will touch the emitter. Now, I know in past, I think I was able to monkey around and click on some buttons in the, in the particle system. But you know, when you don't use particles every day, you forget where that stuff at. So I'm going to show you a quick, fast way how to get your object comfortably sitting on top of the emitter and not like it is now with the chair going through the emitter. Because sometimes you do want to have your emitter to be part of the scene. Like when you go on grass, you want to keep your emitter there. When you have little specks on the wall, you want to keep the emitter there. You get my point? Sometimes you want to have the emitter to be a part of the scene. You don't want to make it invisible. So let's go back to the chair. Let me hit 0. Let me click on my chair. Zoom into it. I have to go into edit mode. Go into edit mode. And this way, since I want the bottom of the chair to touch it, I want my legs to touch it. So that's the part that I want to highlight. I can either choose edge or face, but it's more comfortable to choose face because it's going to work the same for. Oh, I can choose edge, face, or vertices, but sometimes it's more pretty to choose face. So I want to go to mesh, snap cursor to selected. And you see my cursor there. Then we go back to object mode. Let's go to object, set origin to 3D cursor. Yes, the origin. I know I call it the center of mass. In physics, the center of mass and all that stuff. But in a 3D application, it's just called the origin. All right, so it's set there. So we should be good to go now. Let me zoom out of here. And you see, I don't even have to restart it. We see, hold up. Let me get rid of my chair. Z, I'm going to drag it all the way down. As you can see now, when I tilt it, my chair is resting comfortably on the emitter or the plane. So that's it. Give me a quick, simple tip. If you don't feel like hunting around, like I said, I remember it was a way inside the particles to do it, but I haven't done particles in a while, so I forgot. So I had to go back to my prior knowledge. And this way is fast, as easy as instead of having to lick through all them little buttons and switches. You click on your object, number 1. Go to edit mode, number 2. You click on something that you click on a part that you want the plane to touch. Number 2. Number 3. You click on mesh. Number 4, you go to snap. Number 5, you choose cursor to selected. Then you switch back to object mode. Your object still should be highlighted. Click on your object, make sure your object's highlighted. You go to object. Then you go to set origin. Then the origin to the 3D cursor. Well, I forgot to, in the edit mode, you have to set your cursor to that, the person, the portion that you had highlighted. But I get a demonstration. So thank you for stopping by. I hope this helped you in having your object on the emitter, having your grass on the emitter, having your wall material, your wall specs on the material, having your rocks on the plane, on the ground, having your desk like I have, having my chairs like I have here on the plane. Okay, thank you. So, like I always say, if you're new to Blender or any 3D application, everyone was new. Everyone. The greatest top 10 3D artists was a beginner. But they didn't stop. They didn't stop, and that's why they're so elite now. So, for the new beginners to Blender, to any 3D application, don't stop. Keep pushing forward. Learn a little bit each day. You see, like I said, I keep saying, I keep learning. I keep expanding myself. And I'm in my 50s too. I'm in my 50s. I'm an educator by trade. This is just a hobby for me. When I teach it to my students, I hope they can make some money with this stuff. Till the next time, Blender family, 3D family, peace.